Hello and welcome to Simon's Shed. It's time for another layout update. Coming up on this update, castle, water tower and ballast. Right, let's crack on with the update. Okay, let's start with the ballast. I don't like ballasting. It's my least favourite part of the whole process. The only thing worse than ballasting track for me is re-ballasting and patching up old track. I had a number of issues, such as over here, where I'd patched up the ballast and poured the glue on. You know, the glue, water and washing up liquid mix, and waited for it to soak in, and waited, and it just literally 20 minutes, 25 minutes, it still hadn't soaked in, so it ended up stabbing holes along there to get it to sort of drain through in the end. I've used Copydex this time instead of PVA. I think I prefer PVA, to be honest. The Copydex is fine. It has some good properties, like it's softer and it sort of dampens the sound a bit, but you tend to get little bits of sort of latex like flakes that sort of show up. I'm sort of going around picking off with tweezers, but yeah, I really don't like ballasting. It's still not right, to be honest, such as there's a big gap somehow, even though I redid the whole thing, but never mind. I'll patch up a few bits as I go and just leave it at that, and hope it looks better when it's weathered, if and when I eventually get around to weathering it. But yeah, just the whole process of getting all the bits off the rails and getting everything running again and the track clean again was a bit of a nightmare. So I'm going to park that for now and leave it as it is. Let's have a look over here next. As you can see, I've decided what to do with this hill, and hopefully you can tell that's supposed to be castle ruins. It's scratch built, I guess. It's a bit of a grandiose term. I don't like using the term scratch built because I always think of it as sort of carving individual bricks out of stone almost, or something like that, but it's scale scenes texture stuck to card and stuck to a roll out of the inside of kitchen foil, which seemed to be roughly the right size. It's probably it's a small castle, I guess, but it's roughly an N gauge castle turret size. And I've stuck it on there, and then discovered that it didn't work because the hill wasn't at all level, so I had to build up this whole platform, as you can see, with what did I use in the end? I tried paper, but that didn't really stick to it. Oh, polyfiller. Yeah, I used polyfiller in the end to sort of create a nice flat platform for it, and obviously re-grassed it with the static grass after I'd painted it with the earth undercoat colour, and put a load of fine earth turf on it as well. So after that I tried it again and stuck it down, and as you can see I've obviously hacked away to make it look ruined, and put some fine earth turf glued to the edges and some fine grass as well, and decorated it with some bushes and one or two little bits growing out of the walls. So yeah, finally got something on top of that hill. Next, this is a water tower, obviously, but it's a ratio kit that came as a bag of black plastic bits that you take off the sprues, as well as some brass parts such as the ladder and these wires here, which need all sort of cutting and straightening. So it's quite a lot of work. obviously I had to paint it all. Really surprised and pleased with how the paint has turned out, because the first time I tried to put any paint on it I used acrylic and it just didn't stick to the plastic at all and looked horrible, and almost gave up on it, and sort of almost parked it until I got some proper sort of Humbrol paints or something, to enamel paints. But then I found a can of white enamel spray paint in the garage, so merrily sprayed all of the black plastic with that, and then put the acrylic on top of that, and it stuck fine. So the kit came with a couple of water cranes. You can see the other one just down there. And obviously the big water tower. And there's quite some nice little details on it, like the little handle, which you can just see through there. But yeah, I mixed up the colours myself with the acrylics and painted the edges of the frame here, and 3 or 4 different shades on the roof. Tried to get some sort of rust effect going with the acrylic paints. And there's a fine little handrail along the top as well. So I'm pleased with how that's turned out. So that's the main work that's been done on the layout. I did finally manage to finish putting the crops in the field as well. So just some other bits and bobs, such as painting the floor texture again there, and over in this corner here 3 or 4 times, because I couldn't get a colour that I liked. It sort of went white and then it went blue for some reason, and eventually found a colour that I was happy with. So still thinking make some kind of junk for there, like an old broken wagon and some wheels and old rusty rails and stuff. So that's still to do. This is not stuck down yet, but it's another type of hedge that I think is going to go there. Just still playing around with that, but yeah, just tidying up a few bits and lots of ballasting, and I've almost finished cleaning the track. So I'll get the track cleaning wagon going around again and finish that off, and we'll finally be able to play with some trains, which will be great. So that's where we are up to now. Thanks for watching. I'll see you soon.